Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are actually going to discuss a little topic that I have a little bit of experience with. We're going to discuss if you should go into debt or not for your snake collection. Yes, maybe, and no at the same time. I'm going to tell you about our experience, what we went through, which was kind of stupid. I'm going to be honest with you, it was kind of stupid the way we did it. We kind of went more heads in and dived right on into it and didn't really think about it. So this was back in probably 2015. About 2015 is when it happened. I got to a point, we have been doing breeding snakes since like 2011. We got into it in 2011. Well, about 2015 rolled around and I was like, man, I'm really not progressing anywhere like I want to. I don't have the money for the animals like I want. I don't have money for racks. I'm still using old homemade racks at this point. And I was worried about fires, all that crap. Of course, you can still get a fire without wooden racks, but I was, wooden racks. You don't want kindling in there for the fire to keep going. So wooden racks made me nervous after all the time that I've invested, all the money that I had invested at that point. I wasn't making much money back then. My wife wasn't making much money back then. And we were throwing everything we had at the business that was extra. We weren't, going out to eat. We weren't going on trips. We weren't doing anything. We were trying to throw as much money back into the business as possible. So 2015 rolled around, right? I was like, man, I'm tired of I felt like I was spinning my wheels, spinning my tires, trying to get somewhere. And wasn't getting anywhere. All right, I just want to cut into the video real quick and let y'all know that I think one of the big reasons why we went into debt was because of impatience. Impatience, I think, pushed us to that point of going into debt, and because of that, we didn't think very well, didn't think through the process very well. So don't be impatient, take your time, think about things, and never let impatience or anything like that drive you to make a decision, a life-changing decision like that. Really think it out first. All right, back to the video. So I was like, you know what, let's buy a couple ARS racks. Let's rack up a little bit of debt. My hours actually at this point in 2015, my hours had went up to 50 hours a week. I was working 50 hours a week for 2 years, I think. During this same time, we bought our truck and took on a $500 a month truck payment. Stupid. Don't get into credit card debt and then get into a loan on a truck because shit happens, and I'm about to tell you what happened and put us in pretty tough spot. We made it out of it still, but it was not very enjoyable having to go through some of the things we went through. Debt, when they say you're a slave to your debt, you're a slave to your debt. There's no way around it, because if you're not paying your debt off, your credit card debt, you're incurring interest. And that's, you'll be fighting and paying that off the rest of your life, because if you're not paying on it, that interest is pounding up. The only way out is bankruptcy, and bankruptcy is a totally another beast, and it's not fun either. But back to 2015, we started buying some ARS racks. And actually, this one right here, just ran in my table. This big old 7030 was our very first snake rack we bought back in 2015. So we racked up, I don't know, that's a hybrid rack too, by the way. That's when the hybrid racks first came out, the ARS hybrid racks. They have plastic connectors here. It's hard to see, but anyways, the runners are plastic. Also, it took, I don't know, the first time I put together a hybrid rack, it took me 8 hours to put that thing together. It was like 400 something screws or something. Not very good tools either. Have some good tools when you do it. But that rack was our very first ARS rack. It costed like $2,600. Went on a credit card, boom. During the same time, we started buying animals. And it's another thing. wasn't making very wise decisions on the animals I was buying. I was just buying animals to add into the collection to have them. I didn't have any real sense or knowledge in my head of where I wanted to go, what direction I wanted to go, what projects I wanted to work on. It was just get any animal in and let's breed it and let's make some combos and make some money back so we can pay our debt off. Slave to your debt, right? You gotta make some animals to sell to pay that debt off, or you're really gonna be eating out of your personal pocket, which it did. So we racked up money on that. We started buying some animals. We bought like a Mojave Calico female, which is still in our collection. And we bought these as adults. That's another thing. Buying adult females or even adult males, don't go into it thinking that they're going to do anything for you that season coming up. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't do shit for you. For me, at least, they didn't. Males didn't do nothing, and these adult females I bought didn't do nothing. The Mojave Calico has yet to lay a clutch for me. 5 seasons now, no clutch. So we bought her. We bought a highway female. We bought a pied. I don't know what else. We bought a whole bunch of animals. With all the animals and everything, we racked up like $30,000 in debt. No joke. And then also bought the truck for $24,000. Like, what the hell? $500 a month payments in the truck. And then we were sitting there spending any extra money we had. We were putting 2 credit cards, paying credit cards off. We sell snake, credit cards, credit card. So there was nothing fun we were able to do in those. It only took like 3.5, 4 years to pay off. And I'm not talking just the credit card debt. I'm talking the truck's paid off too. Hell, the house is paid off now too. But anyways, there are certain times where I think debt is okay. If you have a credit card, you can get credit card offers in the mail that give you like 15 months, 18 months of 0% interest. I love those cards because I could buy stuff and have it paid off. But you have to make sure that you figure out what you want to spend, and you got to make sure that you can divide that number by how many months, and you can guarantee that you can make that payment every month. Because here's the trick they do when they give you those 15 months of no interest. If you go longer than 15 months on that term, so you go 16 months, they are going to tack all the interest that would have incurred over those 15 months and put it on that 16th month bill. So now you got to pay all that credit card balance plus that interest when you could have just paid it off anyways. So make sure that whatever credit card you get, that's if it's 15%, 18%, or even 12 months, no interest, that you can pay it off within that time limit. Like guaranteed, you can set it aside, that money every month, and not be bothered by it. And if I were you, I would even double down on payments if you wanted to get it paid off quicker. Of course, you don't have to because it's 0% interest for those 15 to 18 months. That's one way we did things before. Heck, we still do that sometimes. With existing credit cards, they'll have like 15 to 18% or 15 to 18 month offers. And if we need to buy something like the fridge goes out or something, you know, I could put it on that credit card and not have to worry about that money coming out all in one chunk. We, back in 2015, we put all the debt on several different credit cards, which sucks because you got all these accounts you got to keep up with now, and they all have different interest. And we got to a point where we were actually having to pay interest on these cards. So do not get a whole bunch of credit cards and go into debt on multiple cards and multiple accounts and trying to juggle all that and pay that off. Now, if you remember, I said we got the truck and everything, and then I was making 50 hours a week. Well, crap happened and my hours got cut. After 2 years of working 50 hours a week, my hours got cut. So now I was making less money than I was before, and we were really struggling to pay that debt off across those multiple accounts. That's why I said don't get into debt in multiple accounts. It's just hard to keep up with. You got interest across multiple accounts. That's, you know, you're paying extra interest. Well, that's not really extra because it's still the same percentage. but you're having multiple cards you got to keep up with and make minimums and make those interest payments to keep them happy, because if you don't, they're just going to keep occurring, and then finally, you know, it's going to be way so far above your head you're not going to be able to keep up. So I would only go with one card. That's maybe 15 month, even a 12 months. Okay. Our ultrasound, we bought on a 24-month through eBay. I'm paying that off still. That's only like 30 bucks a month. So no problem. But make sure that you can make those payments every single month. Set that amount aside a month and don't touch it. Because if you don't, that interest is going to kill you. So one card, do not do multiple cards. That was a big mistake of ours. Like I said, we spent 4 years of hell. I'm just going to say it's hell, because you don't get to really eat what you want. I had a lot of weeks of ramen. I had a lot of weeks of peanut butter sandwiches. I tried to let her eat what she wanted to, as much as she could, but she sacrificed with me, and we got that debt paid off. Will I do it again? Hell no, I will never do that again. Will I go on a 12-month no interest card for a $2,000 animal that I know I could pay off within 12 months? Yeah, I'll do it, because then I can add that to my collection, and in 12 months it'll be a year older and a year bigger, and I will have it paid off. And of course, if you are breeding snakes at this point and you are making money off your snakes, that also can help pay your debt. And if you go into debt, it's also a tax write-off. So that year that we wrote off $30,000 in debt, we ended up getting like a $2,500 check back from the government. So that was actually kind of cool. And we got audited because of it, because they thought, oh, y'all didn't have $30,000 in debt in that 1 year. I proved them wrong, and I proved that I had even more debt. So they ended up sending me even more money, another $400. So, but don't go into debt too big. Know what you can handle, know the terms, and just be careful, guys, and be smart with it. Also be smart with what you're bringing into your collection. Really think about your projects. That's what we're doing now. We're really thinking about our projects. We're about to kind of sell some stuff off, actually, and refocus and revamp everything, get some more powerhouses in here, and get this shit popping off in here. So but that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, please reach out, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps. Share it with your friends, and if you're new here, subscribe. So until next week, y'all take care, and I hope y'all are having a great season.